Bombshell. In today's video, we've got some serious controversies. It's absolute madness. Did you hear what the captain of the Green Winers, Callum McGregor, said? Hajis has made his Rangers transfer decision after Philippe Clement froze him out into the B team, and his dad is fuming, saying he's the best player. We'll also talk about Todd Cantwell. There's a team interested in him before the window closes on the 30th, but there are a few factors to consider. Additionally, we'll discuss how Rangers could now miss out on a £2 million England talent as a bid lands after a weekend snub. Lastly, Rangers reports have been shot down as the hunt for an Olympic winger takes a fresh twist. While you're here, give that like button a push. Just like the shove Cantwell gave to McGregor, remember? It seems Hajis has made up his mind about his future at Rangers, and let me tell you, it's not what the club brass might have hoped for. Despite being unceremoniously bumped down to the B team by Philippe Clement, where he's been collecting dust more than minutes, Hajis has given a big old no thanks to Rapid Bucharest. Yep, you heard it right. He's not packing his bags for Romania anytime soon. Apparently, the Romanian club was eager to bring Hajis on board, probably thinking he'd be their golden ticket to turn their season around. But Ioannis isn't about to head home just yet. No, he's set on sticking it out at Rangers, even if that means dealing with the cold shoulder from Clement. Now let's talk money, because of course that's where it gets interesting. There's this little nugget in his contract, a £6,000 a week pay bump if he plays. And it seems like Rangers are more than a little spooked by that. But honestly, doesn't it make more sense to actually use the guy you're paying rather than let him lounge around with the reserves? Meanwhile, Hajis' dad, Gheorghe, yes, the legendary Gheorghe Hajis, isn't exactly thrilled with how things are playing out. He's labeled the whole situation ugly and made it clear that his son isn't heading back to Romania unless it's to his dad's club, Farul Constanța. He's fuming that his lad, once hailed as Rangers' best player, is now sidelined and seemingly forgotten. So here we are, with Hajis determined to prove himself at Rangers, even if it means pushing through the cold shoulder treatment. Whether he'll get a shot back in the first team or remain a well-paid bench warmer is anyone's guess. But one thing's for sure. This saga is far from over. It seems like Blackburn Rovers have their eyes on Todd Cantwell, our very own midfield enigma. After all, who wouldn't want a player who's as likely to dazzle as he is to disappear? Rumor has it that Blackburn see Cantwell as a cheaper alternative to their other targets, which might just make him the bargain of the century, or at least the bargain of the week. Now, don't get me wrong, Cantwell has had his moments in a Rangers shirt, but lately he's been more of a ghost on the pitch and, well, the less said about his training habits, the better. The lad handed in a transfer request not once, but twice. That's commitment to the cause, just not our cause, apparently. Philippe Clement, ever the pragmatist, has had Cantwell training with the B team while the rest of the squad gets on with the business of, playing football. But here's the kicker. Blackburn might just be the escape route he's been looking for. Whether it's a loan or a permanent move, it seems Clement wouldn't mind packing Cantwell's bags himself if it means freeing up some wages. Speaking of wages, the word on the street is that Cantwell's not exactly cheap. We're talking £22,000 a week. Money that could be better spent on a player who actually wants to be here. And let's face it, with Todd's recent form, it's no wonder the fans are keen to see the back of him. But let's not be too harsh. There was a time when Cantwell was a shining star under Michael Beale, but those days feel like a distant memory now. The hope is that Blackburn, or maybe some other club, will come to the rescue before the transfer window slams shut. In the meantime, Blackburn have also been sniffing around Rabbi Matondo. But after his recent heroics against Ross County, Clement seems less keen to let him go. So, it might just be Cantwell who's packing his bags for Ewood Park. In any case, if Blackburn do take Cantwell off our hands, it'll be a win-win. We get to free up some serious cash, and Cantwell gets a fresh start, something both parties desperately need. Rangers have their eyes on Abu Kamara, the Norwich City youngster who's been causing quite the stir. Now let me tell you, this lad is keen to pack his bags and head somewhere new, but there's a bit of a hiccup. Rangers haven't even made an official bid yet. Imagine that. Norwich aren't exactly rolling out the red carpet for him either. They've actually benched him, keeping him out of the action against Sheffield United. But before we get too excited, There's a small problem. Rangers need to offload a few players first. Yep, you heard it right. Now, Kamara's no stranger to impressing. He bagged a goal and an assist in a Carabao Cup clash this season, but he's been on the sidelines since then. Last season, he was on fire at Portsmouth, helping them climb out of League One with 8 goals and 10 assists. That's the kind of form that gets you noticed. So, here we are, with Kamara in the mix and Hull City suddenly making a play for him. They've reportedly thrown in a bid, and Kamara's apparently keen to head there. If Rangers want him, they'll need to move fast, because it sounds like Hull City are ready to close the deal. In the meantime, Norwich's new boss Johannes Hoff-Thorup has been playing it cool. He's left Kamara out of the squad, saying it was a mutual decision to avoid distractions. But he's also made it clear, Norwich won't be giving Kamara away for free. So, will Rangers make their move in time, or will Hull City steal Kamara right from under their noses? You know, as a Rangers fan, you've probably seen your fair share of transfer rumors that get your hopes up, only to have them dashed faster than a Scott Wright sprint down the wing. Well, buckle up, because here's another twist in the transfer saga that's got the Rangers faithful buzzing. So there's this lad, Ibrahim Adell, making waves in Egypt with his fancy footwork and a knack for finding the back of the net. At just 23, he's been tearing it up for Pyramids FC and even turned a few heads at the Paris Olympics. Naturally, the Rangers' rumor mill started churning, with whispers of a cheeky loan-to-buy bid being batted away by his club. But hold your horses. Turns out that might have been a bit premature. Our friends over in Scotland, always quick to throw a bucket of cold water on our dreams, are now saying there's been no formal offer for Adell. Yep, that's right. No deal on the table, no pen to paper, nothing but chatter at this stage. But don't be too downhearted. Apparently the Rangers are well aware of the lad's situation, so it's not entirely off the cards. Philippe Clement, our ever-optimistic gaffer, has been clear as day that he's got his shopping list ready as the transfer window starts to creak shut. We're talking about 4 key positions that need a bit of TLC: left-sided center-back, a solid number 6, a creative number 10, and of course a left winger to fill the gap left by the ever-elusive Abdallah Sima. Adell, with his flashy style and potential for a tidy resale, seems like a dream fit. But alas, it's not quite time to start printing his name on the back of your shirt just yet. The clock's ticking, though, and the Rangers are still in the hunt for reinforcements on the wing. Whether it's Adell or another speedster, Clement's got some decisions to make. And let's not forget, we've got a few other lads in the mix. Rabbi Matondo, who might be sticking around, and the promising Ross McCausland, who could get more game time. Callum McGregor, the Celtic captain who loves a good chat, reckons that talk's cheap as we head into the first Old Firm clash of the season. Well, he might have fired them ahead early in their 3-0 win against St. Mirren, but let's be honest, McGregor and his lot have had a fairly easy run so far. Now, after Philippe Clement's Rangers side absolutely thumped Ross County 6-0 at Hampton, McGregor's trying to play it cool, saying he's not fazed by any talk coming from the blue side of Glasgow. But let's be real here, if talk's so cheap, why is he even bothering to respond? McGregor's all about how Celtic's going to maximize their game, but deep down he knows Rangers are coming for them, especially after such a dominant performance. He might be chatting about keeping emotions in check and focusing on the structure. But when it comes to the Old Firm, everyone knows it's more than just a game, it's war. He talks about enjoying the responsibility and staying calm, but you can bet the pressure's on him more than ever. Rangers are breathing down their necks, and McGregor's trying to keep his cool. But he's got to know that the Rangers are ready to bring the fight right to their doorstep at Parkhead. So McGregor can keep talking about structure and emotion all he wants, but come Sunday, it's not just about playing the game, it's about who wants it more. And from where we're standing, it looks like Rangers are more than ready to show him that actions speak a whole lot louder than words. I'll be back with more bombastic and exclusive Rangers news at any moment. If you don't want to miss any, just hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, alright? We are the people.